Harry Potter Book Night is when fans of all ages are invited to celebrate J.K. Rowling's fantastic novels and to pass on the magic to anyone who might be new to the series. This year's theme is the Triwizard Tournament. So, ones at the ready, let the magic begin. Look amazing!
Thank you. Hi, I'm Kat. I'm a Slytherin, and my favourite book is Chamber of Secrets, which is quite fitting considering I like snakes.
So, welcome.
Oh, isn't that the tea that goes purple when you put lemon juice in it?
Oh, you've spoiled the surprise now. Oh, well,
sorry.
You're going to be entering the Triwizard Tournament whether you like it or not. So.
That's fine.
Fantastic. Well, so it seems like your name has been chosen, and you will be entering
chosen one.
the Triwizard Tournament.
I'm excited but scared.
Demonstrate! No, sorry, we don't do demonstrate. No, just joking, of course. Come in. Yay!
Hello, my name is Greg. I'm in Ravenclaw House, and my favourite book would be the illustrated version of Prisoner of Azkaban.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
Okay, so you're going to be entering the Triwizard Tournament.
Okay.
If you get chosen, so this is the Goblet of Fire. If you'd like to find your name, put your name in.
Ooh.
You can tilt the glass slightly if you like. And just
Yeah.
put it all in
Okay.
and then see if it changes.
There we go. It did.
Okay, you're like
there we go.
Hello, my fellow Hufflepuff. Come through.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a Hufflepuff, and my favourite book has got to be Philosopher's Stone because that is when you're introduced to the magical world of Harry Potter.
It's gonna make an explosion.
Hannah's just going to make a mess.
Pull it all in. You were chosen, see?
Very magical.
Harry, did you put your name in the Goblets of Fire? Dumbledore asked calmly. Come in.
Hey, I'm Tom, I'm a Gryffindor, and my favourite book is the illustrated version of Goblet of Fire.
Find your name, it was potluck.
Yeah.
And you can grab your glass if you like and then pour it in and see if you're chosen. Good luck you.
There we go.
Okay, so it was chosen. Don't worry, I was only teasing. Of course you're all here because you're all competing and I'm going to be watching and cheering on Hufflepuff. Just joking. Cheering all on. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the Triwizard Tournament. Before you enter the Dragon Challenge, you've got to choose your dragon. So there's the Chinese Fireball, the Welsh Common Green, the Swedish Short Snout, and then the Hungarian. Good luck. Right, food is about to be served.
The vicious one.
First up is the starter, and as Harry said to Cedric, the first task is dragons.
What?
So a bit of fire.
Oh my god.
That's so cool.
Alright, it's safe.
Oh wow.
Wow. Thank you.
And then make you bring some fire.
Ooh, that's so fun.
There you go. Bit of fire.
The starter was a really nice soup that I wasn't expecting, but it kind of fit in with the theme of fire. So, you know, it was spicy.
So how do you think you'd fare then in the dragon task?
I mean, if it's soup based, I'll be fine. It's good. The starter was fantastic. It was very creative, especially with a little bit of spice in it as well. Very fiery, much like the first task.
And then Fleur, didn't you do, I think it's a trance, I think, from what I remember.
I think so. And then
Also
the
almost
crown
gets in.
uses the conjunctivitis curse in the eye.
So yeah, I wouldn't be happy to damage a poor dragon.
Yeah, blind the dragon.
I hope they can fix it. Do you reckon there's like a dragon tonic to fix the eyeball?
A dragon dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Hagrid's just on the side, just being like,
I loved the idea that it was based off the dragons in terms of the sort of fire aspect.
Do you think you'd fly? Like, would you like, you know, do broomstick? I think I would try that, but I don't know if I would.
I would fly.
Do you reckon you'd be a good flyer?
Yeah, like I said, I'm really good at going up, just can't get down from things. I'm on a broomstick, so
You
it should
just
be
stay up
fine,
there for
right?
hours. It's really fiery and tasty, and the colour of red as well was really cool.
I quite like Cedric's with the dog. That's like non-offensive. The dog's not real, it's charmed, so if it burns, it's fine.
It's back to rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, is this like a real dog if you transfigure it? Is it like, depends how good your spell is?
Yeah.
I don't know because it's a charm. Like I think charms wear out, don't they? So it's not actually, it's not an actual dog. I
No.
don't think.
I think the dog lover in me would be like, oh, what do I do about the dog?
Yeah.
Like transfigure into something maybe I don't like.
Just a rock with like 4 legs.
Rodney said that we'd find, a golden egg. So I kind of rushed my soup, which was really hot. Think I'd find a golden egg at the bottom of it, and I didn't. I even picked up the bowl to check. No, nothing there.
Did you try and find the egg? Maybe someone has an egg.
That's what we were thinking. And I think it's not me.
Great, do you want me to finish your soup?
I am finishing my own soup.
Thanks over here.
So everyone actually gets an egg.
Yay!
So just like presents at Hogwarts, you get a little gifty gift. And I'll show you how to do what you do with it in a moment.
Oh, okay.
There's the little... Yes, so it's almost like Easter. So it's just a little bit of magic inside they get to play with. Look at this. So what you're going to do, it's a little bit of a fizzy. So what you do is slowly sprinkle into your drink, for a fizzy drink, and it's luster dust.
Okay.
So it makes your drink all like sparkly, but just do it really slowly because if you pour it all in, it like just overfizzes.
Okay, I did get a golden egg at the end, which was a nice surprise.
So safe things.
Ooh. Right, I'm going
It
to try
should
and do
just
this.
Quick drink yours.
Very Gryffindor, all at once. And I was very excited to get the little golden egg at the end, which contained all of the luster glitter.
I really like that. I was not expecting that at all.
It's like
This is
downward.
really shimmery.
Isn't it lovely? It's so sparkly.
It is really cool.
And now for the main. You might be thinking, what lives in the lake apart from the giant squid?
Ooh. It's finished. There you go.
Yes, that's so good.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Look accurate as well. I love it.
The main course was wonderful. Fish pie, which I like anyway, and my favourite part had to be the beans as gillyweed, which I thought was really creative.
It's just come in the oven, so be very careful.
Did you get a picture?
So the main was a fish pie, which is one of my favourite dishes anyway, which I thought was actually quite smart because it kind of links with the mer people, which Hannah seems to know how to speak to them. She knows the language.
The greens are on the side just if you want some greens.
Gillyweed.
Obviously, and then I thought I'd name it gillyweed because if you wanted. So yeah, it's really hot. It's super hot.
Even your sensitive now.
Have some water.
You're right.
I think that's what mermaids sound like.
She said she spoke mermaid.
No, we don't speak that here. I can't.
I particularly liked the beans, which were the gillyweed. I thought that was a nice touch, and the little flag that said Dobby on it. I thought that was really cool.
I thought, people may not be able to cook all 3 dishes themselves. So if you wanted to have different options, if people can't go this elaborate, like having a dinner party, because I wouldn't be able to do this normally. But if you wanted to include, that you could do it over coffee if you wanted to. Just talk about, have a book night over coffee if you wanted to, or if you go to a pub or a restaurant and they serve dishes, you could obviously just ask them to theme or choose particular things or a theme.
The main, again, was really tasty. It was fish-based, so I really liked how it kind of included that kind of water element.
I hate being deep underwater. I have a phobia of like shipwrecks and underwater things. Like they creep me up, sunken cities, all that stuff. So it would be the worst. It would be the worst task I'd come up with. Like, oh great, whoever's in there's staying in the lake.
I'd like to think I'd be alright because I like snorkeling in general. And I quite like being in the water anyway. I think I'd be alright. As long as I can kind of get down to my friend and save them, that's fine. But I just need some language lessons from Hannah first, just in case I do need to speak to a mermaid.
Fortunately, I had bought this before this thing came up, and I was like, it's a bit, if you haven't got the option to buy these things, there's many cheap alternatives that you can use as well. And in that event guide, there's loads of actually really, really good examples of how you can make your own stuff. If it's one thing, there was good things for schools, good things for groups. Like if you're doing it at home, there's so many activities actually, like that you could actually play. There were like word searches and and all these different things. And there'll be some games later from it that we play. Actually, after this, so once we're all finished.
I'm ready.
Okay, so yeah, so while I'm eating, because obviously I'm taking the longest, there is still a surprise underneath. So if you lift your plates, then there's something underneath, which is it's not just a napkin to stop you from slipping.
So I have to spoil something again then. Sorry. Not
The
sorry.
Slytherin guesses everything.
Absolutely.
We're not inviting you. I knew I shouldn't have invited you. No.
And I kind of clocked on that Rodney was hiding something underneath the plate.
So these are the people who apparently you would be saving. So you all managed to save them.
I really liked the fact that our most prized person underneath was on the napkin. So it was a lovely surprise when you finished your dinner and you got rid of it. And then I had my Greg.
So
We'll save each other.
So that's sweet. So who's actually, so you're both going to be down there. So
You're just saying
Who's
each
saving
other
you?
Yeah,
around
it's
there.
gonna be fun.
It was really easy. We both happened to be there next to each other. We just popped
Do you
out.
want to
Do you want to go up now? Yeah, sure.
And for mine, it's Hannah, who's here, who has been a long Harry Potter friend of mine for a long time. So she would definitely be someone I would save.
Kat, who did you choose?
I chose my best mate, Julius. I'm pretty sure he's a good swimmer anyway, but I will save him any day.
You'll go down and just swim you up.
Just like, get up there, what are you doing? Yeah,
I go all the way down here, you can get me up.
No, definitely save him. 100%.
Who did you choose, Tom?
I chose our friend Shauna.
Oh yes.
She's my best bud, and she's in my house. So
Who couldn't be here today, but I'm glad that she was able to show up
She was
in
safe.
napkin form. Before we move on to the final task, so just a bit of fun. And it's all from the event kit that you get as part of Bloomsbury. They did an event kit and there's a quiz in it. And I think the best way to do this, because you can obviously all answer and write like a pub quiz if you want to do that, but I thought the best way to do that would be a little bit more magical with a wand, and which you can use as your buzzer.
Ooh.
So if you
like
use your glass,
Okay.
so the first person to ding, I'll then, hopefully I'll try and do it and then I'll mark who is winning. Harry and Fleur are both attacked by what kind of water demons?
Gryffindor.
Tom, okay, yeah. So I'll do Tom, so he gets the first one.
Yeah, the quiz was great. I really liked how the questions were, broad, and they were kind of very in-depth questions. So they would be questions that you would only really know if you'd read the books.
Second, the maze for the third task is grown in what area?
The Quidditch pitch.
Oh, you know the answer? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so Greg.
Somehow I can retain a lot of Harry Potter knowledge, but it was good to actually do things more based on the books, which have so many details it can be hard to remember everything.
What happens to Fred and George Weasley when they cross the age line to enter their... I think that might be Hannah that time.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they
it
got
was
aged
Hannah.
up, didn't they? Or they both grew very long beards and grey
They
hair.
grew beards, so that's correct. Okay, so Hannah won that. So
Nicely
actually,
done.
I did enjoy the quiz. I got a few, which I was impressed with myself with.
so everyone's got a point now except...
Slytherin.
Okay.
Well, let's be honest. As a Slytherin who likes to skip her classes to come to a dinner party like this, I failed.
So there's 2 more questions left. Come on, guys. Actually, but there is a bonus section.
There's a bonus section, come on Kat.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Kat hasn't got one yet. Okay.
I think we should all just let Kat answer one.
Which
That's not gonna
animal...
work.
So which animal can Rita Skeeter transform into? That's Tom.
Beetle.
Correct.
We're trying to get Kat.
I thought that was a joke. Kat here as well.
No,
Oh,
forget it.
Kat.
I hope you got our expression. Me and Hannah were just like...
Did you know the answers?
Oh, I'm sorry. Give Kat the answer.
No.
Okay, well-
I don't want your Gryffindor.
No,
piss.
exactly.
One more.
Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
last
sorry.
question. Come on, ones that ready. Okay, what does Professor McGonagall tell the champions to do if they wish to be rescued during the third task? That's Greg.
Is it shoot red sparks from their wand into the air?
It is exactly that. Send red sparks into the
We were talking
air.
about that earlier.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of spelling.
So in the event kit, there's a lot of games, and there's like charades, there's crosswords and stuff you can play in there. So it's really whatever game you think of, and there's really fun ones, but just because of the space limitation and setting up, because there's different spells and like you act as a summoning charm. So like you'll say you want to find something, and then the other person has to find it. But just because of the small group, I thought I'd try a different game, which we have, which is Wizard Jenga.
We played Wizard Jenga, which was completely new to me.
And seeing as Kat was first here, I guess she can go first. And I'm just going to be the spectator for this. So I thought this was going to be fun. So go ahead.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
It depends.
You've got quite a pointy one.
Yeah, it depends on
Yeah.
which one
Actually,
you
you know what,
chose.
The kink might help.
Pink.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yay!
And I thought having the wands was a good touch. It made it actually an extra difficulty because you can't just pick it up. It was particularly tough, but I had a really good time playing it.
Oh, that's a brave move.
Oh, Greg's trying to make it quick ending.
Ruining the
See what's
game.
dessert.
No, I'm gonna win.
I think you already are.
I was on the edge of my seat playing it. I'm very jumpy, so Jenga in general is nerve-wracking, but Wizard Jenga is extra exciting.
So you've got to make it fall.
Yeah, no.
That's in the next person.
Well, I mean, you can make it difficult for the next person, which obviously then if Hannah doesn't get it, then that's a good one. She's also got a good one for this one.
Oh my god.
It was really good fun. Made the game a whole level harder, which was yeah, as I say, really good fun.
So, tons of Gryffindor. Ah! Okay, I'm getting stressed just watching this. What's your one there?
I was like, oh my god.
And for dessert? That's right, said Bagman. A maze! Wait, hold it right there. This part has too many spoilers for anyone who's not read the books. You're just gonna have to rely on the guest reactions.
The whole night's been full of magical surprises. We've all been trying to guess what, each course would look like. So when it came to dessert, we were just, kind of joking about it, saying, oh, I bet it's just going to be a bowl of salad because of the hedge, from the maze. But Rodney was fantastic and created a maze pattern on top of a lemon cheesecake, which was incredible and really, really tasty. None of us expected it. I'm pretty sure it dyed our teeth green a little bit, but that's fine. It suits me.
So I did really like the dessert. It was the cheesecake and it had this little maze pattern on the top, which I thought was a really clever way of incorporating the maze into a dessert. I wasn't really sure how that was going to be achieved.
So thank you for taking part. Bloomsbury obviously gives us all the event kits, so you can play the games. Obviously,
that's
and
brilliant.
if you wish to host your own,
You know that we are hosting.
yeah. But I
Really
couldn't give this to you
ideas.
before
Watch this
because
space. Thank
they
you.
had the quiz answers in there, and that'd just be
Amazing.
cheating.
That's
that
how
would
Greg
be-
did it.
It's alright, some of us already know the answers.
Yeah, that's true.
Goody
There's,
two shoes.
there's stickers and everything as well. And also, as
Wow.
a thank you for taking part, Bloomsbury also gifted you some additional stuff.
I was gifted the event kit by Bloomsbury, so I can hold my very own Triwizard Tournament themed Harry Potter book night.
And we were talking about it throughout dinner, so what we would do for, either adults or children.
And I'm very excited about the stickers that come with it, because I'm a fiend for stickers.
That is a bumper
Oh
book.
my god.
I forget how big they're going to have to get. Because,
Yeah.
There's a badge on it.
So that's the brand
We've got
new.
all the books out here.
Yeah.
It's the brand new Goblet of Fire.
Another amazing gift, which is the new house attributed book. So for me, it was for Gryffindor, which I was really pleased to see.
These are
The
the
giggly pair.
I absolutely love the cover. Again, it reflects the houses like the previous ones. And mine actually has the Beauxbaton carriage because the Beauxbatons sit at the Ravenclaw desk.
What have you got on the back?
Oh, cool, Cedric Diggory.
In the back pages, they have like different artwork, which people like me nerd out over.
Also, Bloomsbury were kind enough to give me this absolutely gorgeous and very yellow edition of the Goblet of Fire, which has an amazing design of the third task on it with the maze.
And I do know that each book have different illustrations on the front, the back, and portrait inside.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Who's that? Ooh,
That is a cool illustration.
evil.
What, did you get a painting as well? I think it might be slightly forward. Oh yeah.
Oh wow, Phineas
Oh.
Jones Black.
That's cool.
That's very cool. Wow.
Which one did you get?
I got Ollivander.
Nice.
Oh
Yes.
nice.
Ravenclaw, yeah.
I got Hagrid.
Oh, I like that
that's so
illustration.
That is a good illustration.
I love his boots.
So you can donate to Lumos, which is J.K. Rowling's award-winning international children's charity that helps provide children in these difficult situations with a safe and happy family instead of a life in an orphanage. And as part of that, which I thought was aptly Triwizard Tournament themed, and the winner, I think, of the quiz that was from this, I think we can agree was Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does actually win his own Triwizard
Oh.
Tournament
Oh, cute.
Very cute.
trophy.
Amazing.
That the funds actually go to.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's
Lewis.
really
Yeah.
cool.
So I thought that was the best one. So
Yeah.
there we are,
Hooray!
Greg.
Yay.
Everyone.
Damn strong win for once.
I hope everyone's inspired to run that
Definitely.
Harry Potter book night.
Definitely.
It doesn't have to be as elaborate as something like this.
No, this was amazing.
It was amazing.
But I hope that, yeah, if whatever event you run for the book night, whoever, not just you, whoever watching this, will enjoy it and celebrate with like-minded friends. Because really, like I said before, the friends I've made because of the magic of Harry Potter really is the real magic, I feel.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's not about the stuff that you might buy, it's about the story and the friends that you make as part of it, and that's, to me, like the real magic. And it's such fun because I wouldn't know any of you guys
Yeah,
if
it's
it
true.
was a Harry Potter
It's very
book.
true.
I think the evening went well. The event kit really has a lot of ideas in there, and I really hope that everyone will be inspired to do their own. They don't need to have to go to a bookstore or big events to enjoy Harry Potter. Just collecting friends together, having fun together, chatting about it is what you can do, and decorate how you want. Check the event kit. There's so many ideas in there. You can really do whatever you want and make whatever magic you want.